Hello, and welcome to the online family program coming to you from the Sunshine Coast Health Center. My name is Sarah, and I'm one of the counselors here. And I'm starting another series. It's going to be 8 parts, and it's about pitfalls to avoid for family members of people who have or are still struggling with addiction. So I wanted to start today off with a really common one, and that is thinking that substances are the cause of addiction. This is a really common misconception, and I think the reason why it's so common is because it's perpetuated in the media, but it does not stand up in the research. So, um, people have this misconception such as, if somebody tries heroin for once, they're going to be hooked for life, or fentanyl. But this just isn't the case. The vast majority of people that do try opiates don't become addicted. A really good example of that is, somebody going to the hospital with a broken leg and they get some morphine pills. Um, and they easily come off of those, even though they get physically dependent. It only takes, I'm not a doctor, but I believe it takes about 3 days before your body becomes physically dependent on opiates. So physical dependence and addiction are not the same, and often people get those two mixed up as well. So uh, while addiction experts can agree on that, where they start to disagree on things and there's all kinds of debate is, what is the cause of addiction then? If it's not the drug, what is it? How come some people get addicted and others don't, right? So, people think, well, is it genetic? Is it biological? Is it social? Is it psychological? Is it trauma related? Is it due to having to fill an existential vacuum? Or a combination of all these things. And the debate rages on. So we don't know the answers to that necessarily, but we do know that it isn't caused by the substance itself. And in fact, people can become addicted to more than just substances. People are addicted to gambling and sex and food. So it's beyond substance related. And also, people can switch addictions as well, from different behaviors to a substance or between substances. So it's really is a complicated issue. So there's one pitfall to avoid, and next week I'm going to talk about how believing abstinence will solve all the problems, which is another common misconception. So I hope that you join us for the next episode. Thank you.